Anthony, how was your first day, your first training camp?
It was good. It was kind of a little bit of what I expected. Some defense, some competition, and really just getting a lot of the basics down. So it was a good first day.
We just asked Jay what his first camp was like way back when, and he said he was like a deer in the headlights. Do you feel that way, or how do you feel like you're out there on the floor?
Not as much. I feel like it's a lot of similar concepts from training camp. So it's a higher speed, pace. So it's the same stuff, just at a higher pace. So it's just kind of getting on track with the pace.
How much have some of the older players helped you, taking you to the side during drills to kind of keep things moving? How much have they helped you kind of get acclimated, helped you even get prepared for training camp?
Yeah, a lot. Every day it's a different dude. Older dudes, some of the younger dudes even, just telling me about pace, finding my teammates playing a little bit slower, defensive tips. It's all type of stuff. So they're definitely doing a good job of teaching me and Jet kind of like what it is we're trying to do.
Does the first practice bring a little bit more realism of the fact that you are in the NBA now, you're on a roster, and you're ready to go for your first season?
Definitely, especially when all the coaches, people from the staff in the building, and then all the players are here. So it definitely feels more real.
Jerry, I was talking about defense before, you guys being potentially a great defensive team. How do you kind of see, I know you're just a rookie, but do you kind of already envision what you can do defensively?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of length, a lot of athletes, and a lot of good guard defenders. So I feel like as long as we get the concepts down and we fly around, I think we could be a top 10 defensive team like we were after the All-Star break last year, or they were, but you know what I'm saying.
Do you have a first impression of differences between college and NBA practice level?
It's more intense, there's more talking, and then the players, it's all high-level players, so it's the best players, so that's really the biggest difference, is just talent and competitiveness.
How much did the summer league training camp kind of help you out and for now to prepare you and kind of maybe help that learning curve a little bit?
I think it helped me a lot. Like I said, we're doing like a lot of the same concepts, especially defensively, some of the same sets. So it's just now playing with different dudes, different talents and different things. So it's a lot of the same stuff. Yeah, it helped me out for sure.
Was that something you saw it going to, Eric Musselman's obviously a coach that's been in the NBA before. Is that something you saw when you went to Arkansas
For sure.
just to prepare you for this level? And how much did that really translate as you got into this setting?
Yeah. First you said that was a big part of me going there, was knowing that he knew what it takes to get here and kind of what it's going to look like in the league. So I think he did a good job of preparing me for like the intensity and just the pace, the attention to detail, all that. I think he did a good job of that.
Every team's different in terms of how easy it is for rookies to kind of assimilate into the locker room and the culture, but it's a pretty laid-back place here, it seems, in terms of the energy and the personalities. I feel like you're fitting in easily.
For sure. It's a lot of younger dudes, high energy, good people off the court, so it's easy to fit in with a group like this.
How does it compare to what you had at Arkansas in terms of personalities, level of energy, and stuff like that?
It's a lot of the same. We had a pretty young team at Arkansas. We have a younger team here. Everybody's pretty welcoming, and yeah, we just get after and compete kind of the same way.
It's a long season. I'm sure some of the vets have told you to pace yourself, but are you anxious for the first week to fly by so you get your first game under your belt?
Yes. But at the same time, I appreciate the practice and kind of the preparation for it, but for sure ready to get everything rolling here.
Everybody good?
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, AD. Appreciate it.
Coach, for training camp to officially get underway, just how exciting of a time is it, and how much are you looking forward to today and everything that took place?
I've been looking forward to today for quite some time. Our guys were looking forward to it as well. The energy in the gym was fantastic, and the body of work was very, very good as well.
How is this year different from the first training camp, maybe year 3? Do you change things up at all? What's kind of different, if anything?
Well, we've done a great job of laying a foundation for what these guys can expect, day in and day out. We talk about the workload that they're gonna have when we walk in this gym. So the difference is that you don't have to repeat yourself as much. Guys understand what's expected of them and how hard they have to go, the attention to detail that they need to have, and how focused they need to be throughout the practice.
Just having that continuity, have you noticed that you haven't had to repeat yourself as much, that you've been able to get maybe further as far as you wanted to get to in this first practice?
Well, the great part about this group is that they communicate well with one another. So it's not necessarily me having to say anything. Sometimes you have Paulo on the sideline coming over and grabbing a young guy to talk to him about what to do in a certain drill. So they felt it, they've seen it before. So that's the great part about that continuity, that they can really coach themselves.
It was Joe's birthday yesterday, and then Jonathan's today. It seems like that's added a little extra juice to the energy of this group.
I mean, there's a little bit of an age gap between the two and their birthdays, but there was a great energy of our young guys singing happy birthday to each one of them each day when we hit the film room.
How good is it just to come in being healthy, with a healthy group to start training?
There was a level of excitement there for that. You know, Philip talked about the continuity, and the same side with that is the fact that we have guys healthy and they can be out there together and continue to grow.
How did Anthony and Jet look in their first practice?
I think they looked really good. Their level of concentration was up. The guys were doing a great job of walking and helping them through. Again, there wasn't a lot of pause and stoppage for that reason. Our coaches do a great job of explaining things and laying out the game plan before the practice even starts.
Them going through the summer league practice, how similar is that, and how much does that help them with the learning curve right now?
You know, Dylan did a great job in summer league. I think that's the benefit of us running a lot of the same things and the same drills. You know, it helps the learning curve for these guys. So they're hearing the same message just from different coaches.
Do you like the quick turnaround of having just exactly a week to get ready for the first preseason game?
I do. I really do. I think because you get in practices and you're going through the drills, you're scrimmaging against each other, the level of competition is up, and it's great to be able to go against somebody to see if what you're working on, you know, is going to end in a good result.
Outside of health, is there an area of improvement you're looking to emphasize for the first couple weeks of training camp?
I think we're just going to keep hitting home on our details, whether that's, you know, the right way to set a screen, our timing on passes. You know, we want to make sure we're continuing to take care of the basketball. Then, you know, our focusing on how we crash the glass as well as how we defensive rebound.
Getting into the paint, scoring in the paint, something you excelled at last year. How much of an emphasis is that going into this year?
You know, the great part about having that same group back, you can point out, which we did today in our film session, where we were good. You know, you want them to double down in that area and, you know, continue to improve there. But then obviously the areas that need work, we continue to hit those. But our area of improvement, you know, you want to get better, but focus on what we were really good at.
You mentioned
the first few days of practice, what are your main focuses that you're trying to get going?
Just defense, and the continuity offensively. We talk about being able to take away the rim first, you know, defend without fouling. That's the next piece. And then how do we protect, you know, the three-point line? How do we defend that three-point line next? And that's the area of focus. And that starts with, one, us taking care of the basketball so we can get back in transition and set our defense.
You mentioned how players are taking each other to the side, kind of helping coach each other up as much as you're coaching them. Do you sense that there's a level of ownership? You know, you have this continuity, you have these guys who've been in the system for a while. Do you sense that there's just an ownership over the results of this team and the preparation for this team?
Absolutely, and they've talked about it. You guys spoke with them yesterday, and I would say each one to a man spoke about, you know, what they have to do to help each other out. You know, this thing is more of a partnership with these guys, helping them understand how we want to play and them accepting it and embracing whatever comes after that.
Did everyone make it through with no injuries or anything?
Yes, we are all good, no injuries.
Thanks,
Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.